Okay, so I'm an occupational therapy assistant. I've been practicing 25 years, pediatric therapist throughout my entire career, mostly school based. I've done home care, I've done outpatient, but school based is my definite favorite. Who can beat the schedule? I just love it. So, yeah, I've been doing it, and I started with Sonia in 2019. I took her first class. So, it is the foundation of my treatment plans for every student. We do at Buckeye, we still do the pull out therapy method, which I know some therapists are not big fans of it, but a lot of Arizona therapists do continue. There's just not enough time in our day to push into classrooms when there's so many classrooms. I have a tech that works with me, and we do it all day long with kids all the time. It's been, I mean, it's like, I always say this, and it sounds kind of funny, but it really feels like it's magical to us.
Mhm.
So my tech and I mean, we're just amazed all the time about, things that are happening. I just had an IEP meeting this afternoon for a student that had significant behavior issues. She's 5. Motor planning, visual perception, visual motor skills, but really was very impacted by the rigidness of the behavior. And
Mhm.
we started doing, at first, we couldn't get her to come to OT. So we started doing rhythmic movements within her classroom just for a couple of minutes a day. And then took about a week, and now she comes, and we all could not stop talking about how she's so flexible now, and she surpassed all of her OT goals. I used to have a child that used to perch in his chair. So he was standing on his feet, sitting in his chair with his
Mhm.
knees up under his chin when he did his work. And that was something that we were trying to get him alternative seating. We were doing, weighted items just to try to get him to sit properly. And it would work for, a few minutes, but then he'd be back in his chair with, kind of, we call it perching. And we started doing rhythmic movements and protocols for him, and it was very quickly, it was like within the 3 months of doing this. Now, when I say that we're doing protocols, we're doing them weekly. We don't have the time, so we're
Right.
only doing it once a week.
Wow.
He was already sitting flat on his chair, and he still does to this day. And that he was one of my very first kids that I saw a lot of change, and he still
Wow.
is. Yeah, it's
That
pretty
is
cool.
wonderful. That's
And
really wonderful.
yes, and we had another little boy. We have a new one, and we had one before that was very serious toe walker. We did vestibular stuff. We've done proprioception, all those kinds of things to try to reduce that toe walking without any success. And then we were doing rhythmic movements, and he would walk in here on his toes and walk out of here flat footed. And it
Yeah.
was like, wow, it's amazing.